Is very quickly approaching, but Congress not going anywhere as lawmakers scramble to secure a relief bill and avoid a government shutdown tonight.
Oklahoma Congressman Kevin Hern sits on both the House Budget and Small Business Committees. He joins us now. Congressman, thank you for being here. Here's just part of what is at stake. 12 million Americans will lose unemployment benefits on December 26th if lawmakers fail to act. Those are the people who need this the most, at least part of that group. Does a deal get done?
I'm optimistic. I think any time that we have these continuing resolutions that we have, there's always opportunity for late night dealings. We're seeing that go on right now. We're seeing just a complete lack of leadership in the House with Speaker Pelosi, and she can't seem to get her conference together. So it's creating a real problem. But I'm optimistic we'll come together and get it done for the American people.
All right, well, let's certainly hope so. I want to talk about your op-ed that you have out right now, because it is a really fascinating story and one that I think a lot of people should hear. And it's titled, quote, "Capitalism pulled me out of poverty. Why can't AOC admit it saved her too?" You know, in it you talk about, how your family didn't have electricity or running water for years because they couldn't afford to pay the bills. And you are a perfect example of what is possible here in America. You are living the American dream. Tell us more about this.
Well, unfortunately, she happens to be the target of this because of what she said, that Republicans need to start working hard. And, I give all the credit to Leader McCarthy going back even 2 years ago when the Democrats took over in 2019, is that we had to call out this socialist Democrat movement. And a few months ago, he asked me to tell my story. The few times you get to speak on the House floor with all 435 members on the floor and tell my story for a 5-minute period. And one of the first people who grabbed me as I finished my story, it was dead calm in there, was Maxine Waters. And she said, "Incredible story. We always think the Republicans are born with silver spoons. We need to hear more of those stories." And this is from somebody who's been in Congress for almost 40 years. And so, we need to take the time to reach across the aisle and talk to each other and see what we're about. But in the days of the cancel culture, that's just not possible. And so, she was the target of this response just because of who she is. But it could apply to probably half the Democrat conference right now.
Interesting. Here's what AOC says about capitalism, calling it irredeemable. Quote, "Capitalism is an ideology of capital. The most important thing is the concentration of capital and to seek and maximize profit. So to me, capitalism is irredeemable." What doesn't AOC understand about capitalism?
Well, first of all, she's part of the 1% now, and this is what's always troubled with me, even before I got in Congress. This is my first term in Congress, and obviously I'm doing this later in life as a way to pay it back, this great nation, to allow a person that came from a background that I did to enjoy the American dream of being successful in business, employing tens of thousands of people over my career. Congress is not the highlight of my career. It's really a spot I came to help protect the ideas of capitalism for others that follow behind me. When you have these concepts the socialist Democrats are putting forward, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and many others, they've achieved the 1% role, and now they want to stop that for everybody else. They want the government to be in control of all the folks behind them, and eliminate the opportunity for them to achieve the 1%. So it's just really hypocritical, and I wanted to call that out. You're seeing this right now be really important, and we need to not take it lightly. You're already seeing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and others call out Speaker Pelosi and Chuck Schumer that they're not the Democrat leaders of the future, and so they want more people that look like them, meaning the Socialist Democrats. So we have to take this at face value, take it as serious. We won 11 seats back when we thought we were going to lose 15 seats, the mainstream media. So it's a big deal.
Yeah. Representative Kevin Hern, thank you for your time and for sharing your story. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.